Hey guys, Bonzi Chun here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about a little bit weird of a topic just because of how far out it is. And we're going to be talking about the standard rotation for 2017. Now, I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers make speculations about what sets are going to be rotated out and and how it's going to break down. Some people think we're going to stop here at Breakthrough, and Breakthrough, Primal Clash through Breakthrough is going to be rotated out. Some people think it's just going to be Primal Clash through Ancient Origins, and some people think it's going to be Breakthrough through Breakpoint. I don't like making this call so early just because we really don't know. It's not going to be decided till after Worlds, which is like in August, and it's currently February. So we're going to get at least 2 more Sun and Moon sets before then, so I don't see why people try to make this call so early. But I'm going to give you my 2 cents on it and also what I think it's going to do to the meta. Now let's get the giant horse out of the room right away. Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, Ancient Origins, all 3 of those sets are definitely going to be rotated out. And that includes Double Crisis, which is not even on the Bulbapedia list because it was a mini set, not really a huge set, but Double Crisis will definitely get rotated out because it came out between Primal Clash and Roaring Skies. The only noteworthy cards that we're going to lose out of that set will be Team Magma and Team Aqua Secret Bases, so no more Full Retaliation Gyarados, or I think that's what the attack's called. The Gyarados that does more damage based on how magic card you have on your bench. That deck's definitely going to not see very much play after that gets rotated out. But let's take a look at Primal Clash. And let's just see what we lose in Primal Clash. So over here on the left side, this is our English set of Primal Clash. The right side is the Japan set. So we'll be taking a look at the left side over here in blue, which is the English set. And Trevenant EX didn't see a whole lot of play. Neither did Camerupt EX. Wailord EX, though, we will be losing. So no more of those ridiculous Wailord troll decks that just stall you out until you draw out your whole deck. So we'll be losing Wailord EX. We will also be losing Kyogre and Primal Kyogre EX. Now, some people say Primal Kyogre is not exactly playable. This was always a deck I wanted to play around with. And it hits the whole back line, so I thought this deck would be pretty good. But Primal Kyogre would be losing. We'll also be losing Primal Groudon, which is right here. Now, Primal Groudon was definitely the more playable of the 2, but Kyogre is definitely more collectible. But Primal Groudon, sorry guys, was still very good. And you could discard a Stadium and do 200 damage total for 4 energy. So with strong energies, you're hitting for 260. Next thing we're going to lose is... I'm just going to go through the noteworthy guys stuff. I'm not going to go through everything. We're losing Mega Gardevoir from Primal Clash. Once Steam Siege Mega Gardevoir came out, that card saw a lot more play, and it's still probably considered one of the best decks in the current standard format. But losing Mega Gardevoir from Primal Clash was the Brilliant Arrow variant. I didn't like this one as much as I like the Steam Siege one. The Spare Ray Gardevoir I still think is a lot better. As far as items and supporters go, we're losing Acrobike. Acrobike actually has not been reprinted since Primal Clash, I do not believe. Hang on, let me see right here. Yeah, we have not got another reprint of Acrobike, so that kind of sucks to lose an item card that lets you draw and effectively discard some of the cards you don't want in your deck. Archie's Ace in the Hole we're losing. This card has not seen a whole bunch of play. Mostly because of the only really popular water deck right now is Greninja Break. And since you can only put a water Pokemon from your discard pile into your bench, Greninja Break doesn't do anything because it doesn't have the previous Greninja. The Greninja before it that broke evolved into. It doesn't have that Greninja in order for you to use the abilities and the attacks. So, RGS in the hole, I don't think that's a huge loss. Dive Ball is definitely gonna hurt because we will be losing Dive Ball. Lets you add a water Pokemon from your deck to your hand. So the only decks that really use that were Greninja and some Volcanion variants around just to add the Volcanions to their hands. Not a whole lot of water decks being played now unless you're talking about Greninja. But I have seen some lists pop up of Water Toolbox with Lapras. Next thing we'll be losing, looks like in here, Maxie's hitting Ball Trick. Fighting Pokemon really haven't seen a whole lot of play since, Sphero's Fist got rotated out, so not a huge loss, I don't think. The Stadiums, though, I think these would be huge losses. Rough Seas, probably the least of them we're going to lose. I don't think not a lot of decks stop running Rough Seas. The only deck that really runs Rough Seas right now is Greninja, and they've been dropping that for Silent Lab, which is also on this list. But I think losing Rough Seas is alright. Losing Scorched Earth sucked because it's kind of the last fighting stadium that was left of fighting decks. Shrine of Memories kind of sucks from Mewtwo, because without this, Mewtwo really doesn't have a way to attack, to use damage change. I can't remember the attack's called. The attack lets you swap damage. Then also losing Silent Lab is a huge hit, but as we go on later, I think you guys will realize that losing Silent Lab's not that big a deal when you see what other cards will also be rotated out. And then we're also gonna lose. There were some energies we were losing. Special energies. What were those ones? Oh, Shield Energy and Wonder Energy. Those really not saw any play, so not a huge loss there. Roaring Skies. I'm gonna say this right now. No more Shaman. Yeah, so we'll be losing Shaman. I don't even need to say much about that. It'll definitely drop the price down of the card once it rotates out of standards, but Expanded will still have it. So if you're an Expanded player or you play a lot of Expanded or your regionals are Expanded, pick up Shamans at the rotation unless you're trying to be competitive with your upcoming regionals. Thunderous, nah. Gallade, nah. Latios, Dragon Rayquaza, nah. Colorless Rayquaza, that kind of sucks, but this deck hasn't seen a whole lot of play as of late. There's a couple guys at my local card shop who play this deck, and they do pretty well with it. But Zeb Striker pretty much takes care of that. But yeah, losing Rayquaza, yeah. Shaman, of course, we're losing Shaman. Double Dragon Energy, this kind of sucks to lose because we haven't had another print of Double Dragon Energy since. And I'm not sure if they're going to reprint Double Dragon Energy in Sun and Moon. I haven't really seen any dragons come out. And then also we're losing, not losing, VS Secret. That hurts. So this is, Roaring Skies is the last print of VS Secret that we had. I would really love to see them reprint VS Secret in one of the next 2 Sun and Moon sets before rotation. Or maybe not even reprint VS Seeker, but reprint VS Seeker. Make a card with the same effect as VS Seeker. That way we can still recycle our supporters from our discard pile. I would really like that. I feel like VS Seeker is way too good of a card to not have in the standard rotation. It also just makes deck building so much easier, but I can understand why they wouldn't do that. They want to spice up the game. I mean, they could have reprinted Professor Kukui as the same way they've been reprinting Professor cards for years. You know, Juniper and Sycamore basically did the exact same thing. They could have done the same thing with Kukui, but they didn't. And I kind of like the direction they're going with the new cards they've been printing out. Losing Ancient Origins, it's going to kind of suck. Sceptile and Mega Sceptile decks are going to be gone. What else is gone? Kyurem, Ampharos, no. Hoopa, this is the big one that's gone. Now this card did get, what the heck? This card did get promoted into a tin, but the tin number is XY71, I think, or maybe XY76. Last rotation they rotate out to like 30 something, so I'm pretty sure they would set the rotation for the Black Star promos to be out, so that way they wouldn't have Hoopa. But if we lose Shaman, I honestly don't think Hoopa's going to see a lot of play, because, you know, in Mega decks you can play Hoopa, search out like Gardevoir, Shaman, or search out Mega Gardevoirs, or just search out the Megas in general for most decks. If you played a Mega deck, you're playing Hoopa. If you played an EX deck, you're playing Hoopa. But losing Hoopa is going to suck for EX decks, but I don't really think a lot of EX decks will be playing with that with Shaman gone. That was their main draw support for the deck. Losing Giratina, I'm cool with this. I don't really like this deck. It's really good, and it's hard to beat, because it has a fairy weakness, which is why I'm playing Mega Gardevoir, because there's a lot of people playing Giratina in my area. But if we lose Dragon Energy, we're going to lose Giratina, just because without Dragon Energy, Giratina doesn't really work. Let's see, Lugia EX from Ancient Origins. I like this card. Has pretty good tech, does 20 damage times energy attached to both Pokemon, so it's at least hitting for 40 every time. Could be hitting for more if your opponent has a lot of energy. We're also losing, anything else we're losing in here? Force of Giant Plants and Faded Town. Force of Giant Plants is really going to suck for Standard, because everyone's all hyped up about the Decidueye decks. But Force of Giant Plants is definitely going to be rotated out next rotation. Faded Town, I mean, again, with Hoopa and Shaman getting rotated out, I don't think Faded Town's going to see a whole lot of play, because there's not going to be a whole lot of Mega decks running around with no draw support from Shaman or Hoopa. Hex Maniac, I don't think we've gotten a reprint of this card. Have we? Nope. So, they'll probably reprint Hex Maniac as a different card for the Sun and Moon feel to it. We're probably going to be losing Level Ball. I'm not sure if this thing got reprinted since then. Let's see here. Ancient Origins. Yeah, that was the last time we got a Level Ball. But with Nest Ball, I don't think we'll see much Level Ball being played. Because in my honest opinion, I think Nest Balls does the exact same thing, but it's basics. Whereas Level Ball is just 90 HP or less. Lysander, did this get reprinted? Or we haven't seen this. No, actually, yes. This was the last print of Lysander. If I was playing Standard, I'd be really sad to see Lysander go. It's a really good card. But it'll probably get reprinted into a new form. Same effect, just different card name. We're losing anything else out of here? We're losing Trainer's Mail. Yeah, we'll be definitely losing Trainer's Mail. I really like Trainer's Mail. I wish they would keep it. Maybe reprint it, maybe not. But overall, they're moving the game to a lot slower format. You can tell they're doing that with the way that they're printing more evolution lines with more stage 2 GXs and stage 1 GXs, as well as Lily and Professor Kukui. I think were big indicators that they're moving to a lot slower format. Because Professor Kukui, again, they could have done the same thing they did with Professor Struniper and Sycamore, made you discard your hand, draw 7 cards, but instead they let you draw 2 and do extra damage. They let you draw till you have 6 or 8 in your first turn. Same thing in Lima. Lima, shuffle your hand to your deck, both players coin. If heads, draw 6. If tails, draw 3. I think overall the game is just going to move to a lot slower format. But let's get to where people are skeptical about what's getting rotated out. If Breakthrough gets rotated out, here's what I like about that. Here's actually why I think Breakthrough will get rotated out, but let's talk about the cards we're going to lose first. We're going to lose Houndoom, so no more Houndoom Mill. We lose Right Tree Break, no one cares. The Mewtwo's are the big thing. That takes out a whole deck out of Standard rotation. Without Mewtwo, they're not going to be able to do Mewtwo's just not going to exist anymore in Standard. Salt Best Bridget, Fisherman kind of sucks, but again, the decks that really rely on Fisherman probably are going to get rotated out with this expansion, with this rotation. Parallel City sucks just because it's such a staple stadium that almost everyone plays right now. But again, I don't think with the new way that they're going with this with Sun and Moon, I don't think that it'll be necessary. Losing Super Rod really sucks. I just don't know how to explain it, but I really like Super Rod as a card. It's been a staple forever. And Breakthrough is the last time we got a print of that card. What else did we lose here? Did we lose any energies? I'm pretty sure we lose the Fire Energy. What's that thing called? Where is it? Oh yeah, we lose Burning Energy and Rainbow Energy. But Rainbow Energy got reprinted in Sun Moon, so we're not losing that. But the other thing the cards that we're losing in this set that I think is really going to hurt is Octillery. Now here's why I think Breakthrough is going to get rotated out. Is why would they print Oranguru, which is objectively a worse Octillery? Sure, you can argue Oranguru is a basic, Octillery is a stage 1, but why would they print Oranguru in Sun and Moon 1 if Octillery is going to be remain in the rotation? I honestly think Octillery is going to get rotated out. Otherwise, why would they bother printing Oranguru? So that's a big card that we're going to lose if Breakthrough does get rotated out. Another card that we could possibly lose if Breakthrough gets rotated out is this the right Frogadier or is it the other Frogadier? No, it's okay. That's the wrong Frogadier, guys. There's one other card I knew we were losing. Oh yeah, losing Raikou. So no more Raikou decks will be running around after this if Breakthrough gets rotated out. And then that's really it. There are a whole lot of these cards didn't see a whole lot of play. Oh, losing Zoroark kind of sucks. No, it doesn't really suck, but it's a deck that I always liked. It has the Mind Jack attack, also the stand-in ability. So no more Zoroark if Breakthrough gets rotated out. We're losing. Pretty sure we're losing Fright Knight Veltal. Again, I'm not too sad to see it go. I wasn't a big fan of that deck. And that's pretty much it from Breakthrough. So I think Breakthrough is going to get rotated out because of the way that they print Oranguru in Sun and Moon 1. Just because, again, why would they print Oranguru if Octillery was going to be in rotation? Also, Breakpoint, I think, is going to get rotated out because of Breakpoint had Garbodor. And Alolan Muck does exactly the same thing as Garbodor, but doesn't have to have an item attached to it. So why would they print Alolan Muck if Garbodor was going to stay in rotation? I guess, anyway, people are going to play Alolan Muck over Garbodor. Wait, does Alolan Muck only do basics? Alolan Muck. Let's look at Alolan Muck. Live Google search. Yeah, guys, because I'm so professional. Alolan Muck. So, let's take a look at Alolan Muck. See if I'm right here. Okay, so it's only basics, but does almost the exact same thing. You play Garbodor not to shut down abilities, but to shut down Shaman, shut down Hoopas, and you play it to shut down things like, I don't know, what's another good example? But I guess you would have to. It would come down to a decision whether or not you want to play Garbodor or Alolan Muck. But other cards in this set that if we get rotated out, Darkrai EX is another big one. The Scizors are a big thing. Fighting Fury Belt, that's a huge one if Breakpoint gets rotated out. Fighting Fury Belt seen play. But with Hoopa and Shaman being gone, I don't see a whole lot of people playing Fighting Fury Belt because they're not going to be playing a lot of basics. So far, the basic EXs have not proven to be good. GXs have not proven to be good. Losing Bursting Balloon makes me sad if Breakpoint gets rotated out. And then also the Gyarados, Ho-Ho, Skyla, yeah. But honestly, guys, I think they're going to rotate Breakthrough out. They're going to rotate Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, Ancient Origins, Breakthrough. I think they'll leave Breakpoint in because if rotating out Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, Ancient Origins, and Breakthrough does a really good job of shaking up the meta. From Breakpoint on, there's not a whole lot of cards that would make the new cards not useful. Without the draw support of Shaman and Hoopa, EX decks are going to be a lot slower and not be able to keep up. Or they will keep up, but they won't be as effective as they once were without Shaman and Hoopa. So overall standard, I think it's going to be a whole new game. We have to wait and see what Sun and Moon 2 or Guardians Rising brings out, and then what the third Sun and Moon set's going to be. But overall, guys, I think that if it's going to be those four: Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, and Breakthrough, just because I think it's the best way for them to shake up the meta. Some people are arguing that they had to rotate none or both, just because it's kind of weird to rotate out one set, the set that started the breaks, without rotating out the second set. I don't think that matters as much, but without the cards in the first four sets that we talked about, a lot of the current decks that are out right now are not going to function the same. If Greninja loses Dive Ball, they're gonna be low on searchability. Any EX deck is gonna lose Shaman and Hoopa, which is gonna cut down their draw speed. And then what else is there? It's pretty much you're playing EX or Greninja. I mean, there's really no other decks popular in the format. Alright, guys, so that's been my opinion on what rotation's gonna happen. I think they're gonna rotate Breakthrough back. As far as what they're gonna do expanded, some people are saying they're gonna rotate all black and white out, and some people say only half of black and white. I really don't know. I'll just wait and see. Until next time, guys. Peace.